What some people blame on us uh, is that when they see the jinn catching, they believe that we are using jinns and we have a jinn, and the catcher has a jinn that is bringing the other jinns or giving the information. So they think that we have pacts with jinns and we are using jinns, and they can't understand that the catcher just has an access, a gap between him and the jinn's world, and it is the bad jinns that we are bringing to convert, and we're not keeping any relation with these jinns. Once they are converted, we just send them to fight for Allah Ta'ala. So some think that we have pacts with jinns and we are using jinns, and it is shirk to use jinns and all that. So some, when they see us, yes, also when they see how easily we get the jinns and they convert, so they cannot believe that this is possible, because they see that in classical ruqya it takes a lot of time and energy to convert one single jinn. So how can we be bringing tens of jinns and plenty of jinns and converting them that easily? So that makes them think that this is not possible. And also concerning the information that jinns give, some don't believe that these numbers or whatever the jinns say about it, and then they blame us on believing whatever jinns say. There's that also. So we don't believe whatever jinns say, but the jinns have this false reputation of being liars. What Rasulullah said about the story of Abu Huraira, Sadaqaka wa huwa kadhub, he said the truth, but he's a big liar. It was a shaitan, and the shaitan, his job is to take people away from Islam. So of course they lie to do that, as Allah Ta'ala says, يَعِدُهُمْ وَيُمَنِّيهِمْ وَمَا يَعِدُهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ إِلَّا غُرُورًا. He promises them and gives them hope, and the shaitan only promises them deceivingly. So it is, of course, shaitan is going to lie to the people, as Allah Ta'ala says, الشَّيْطَانُ يَعِدُكُمُ الْفَقْرَ وَيَأْمُرُكُمْ بِالْفَحْشَاءِ. Shaitan orders you, promises you poverty, and orders you to do bad things. That is his word. But when you talk about normal jinns, they're not more liars than people. Now it just depends on the situation, how you speak with them. If you catch a jinn with a person and you read Quran to burn him, so now the jinn will say anything so that you let him go. As if you catch a robber in your shop, and of course that robber is going to lie to you, say, I will never come back, and this, that, because he wants you to leave him. So that's how the jinns in Ruqya will lie when they will be burning, say, leave me, I will never come back. Of course, in that moment he's lying, because he just wants you to stop burning him. But if you speak calmly with the jinn, so there's no particular reason that will make him lie. So if you and jinns are also bad liars. When they lie, you can easily understand that what they say is not true. So this is why when we talk calmly with jinns and you say, what are you doing? He said, yes, I'm working for a sorcerer. What is your pact with the sorcerer? He said, he's praying without wuzu, or something like that. So there's no reason to think that he's lying. But yet we don't rely on that information. And for treating the patient, we rely on the diagnostic that is built on the symptoms that he has. And that's after the diagnostic is made, we do the jinn catching. And even if the jinn says that he's got magic done 2 times or 5 times or 10 times, that will not change anything to the treatment the person is going to follow. Some also criticize us by saying that Rasulullah was not doing all this work with jinns and also this work of Ruqya and Sahaba and all that. And our answer is that we are in a situation in the world where the mystic problem has become very, very developed, and too many people are affected, and the magic has freedom in most of the countries. And we also know that in politics that magic is involved very much, and because we have this very big demand and people needing it, and so many people going to shirk, to different ways, different shirk ways, or out of Islam to find solutions. So this is why we believe that it is something that is necessary to be developed, the same way as the magicians develop their work and they make it more and more complicated and sophisticated so that it cannot be undone and it will have bigger effects. So also Ruqya needs to be developed in the same way, so we can have an Islamic alternative and solution to this situation. May Allah Ta'ala help us and guide us. mentioning the power and exclusivity of Sulaiman alayhi salam. That hadith shows the possibility and of jinn catching and how it is yani sunnah, because the Rasulullah caught the jinn and he said, I strangled him until I felt his saliva, the coolness of his saliva on my hand. And he said, I wanted to attach him on the pillar, so in the morning you will all see him, and the children will play with him. But I remember the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam, and I let him go. So that means that the Rasulullah did catch the jinn. So it is possible to catch the jinn. And he wanted to attach him and show him to everybody. So that was also possible to do it. It is possible. But Rasulullah remembered the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam and left it as a respect for that dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam, that he had the power over the jinns. Does not mean that it was impossible, and it does not mean that it was haram. And just as a respect for that dua. Because the people who claim that only Sulaiman could do it, but Rasulullah did it, and Abu Hurairah radiallahu anhu also, when the shaitan came to steal from the zakat, he caught him. And he said, I'm going to take you to Rasulullah. But that shaitan gave excuses, and 3 times Abu Hurairah let him go. And Rasulullah was asking him, Ma fa'ala asiruka al-bariha? What happened with your prisoner yesterday? So he was his prisoner. So it is possible to catch the jinns and to make them our prisoners. It is possible. So that's not part of the dua of Sulaiman alayhi salam, because Sulaiman asked Allah to have a kingdom that no one will have after him. That means it is not possible to do what Sulaiman alayhi salam did. It does not mean it is haram to do what he did. It just means that Allah gave him things that no one will get after him. He was commanding the wind. So no one can command the wind. You can make airplanes or spacecrafts, or you can make helicopters or different things to fly with, but you will never have the wind under your command just to take you by your order. That was what was special of Sulaiman. And what Sulaiman alayhi salam had special with the jinns, Allah says, وَمَن يَزِغْ مِنْهُمْ عَنْ أَمْرِنَا نُذِقْهُ مِنْ عَذَابِ السَّيْرِ. Whoever disobeys to him, the hellfire will hit him. So if Sulaiman alayhi salam tells the jinn, don't move, he cannot move until he gives him permission to move. If he tells him to do this job, now he has to do that job. He cannot disobey by a finger to Sulaiman alayhi salam, otherwise the hellfire will hit him. That was the special power Allah has given to Sulaiman. But we see from the Sunnah that it is possible to catch the jinns by this rule, that whenever jinns interfere into humans' life, they become vulnerable. So this is why when they came to Rasulullah, he caught them. When they came in front of Abu Hurairah, he caught them. When they also come in the dreams, you can beat them. And because people who are possessed, that is how we learned by the practice, experience of Ruqya, to reverse this phenomenon against them and to catch them by the power of Quran and by asking Allah Tabaraka wa Ta'ala.